Welcome to my recap of Sky Assembly LA. A lot has happened since my last Sky outing video, including a ton of crafts, online orders, and other preparations for the assembly, so I'm really excited to finally share it all with you. This is going to be a two-parter, so this first video is going to be talking about the event itself, including all the activities and the goodies I got, including an opportunity for you to get some free goodies too. Yes, stay tuned for that. And then the second video coming out later will go more into the chaos happening a couple days before, where I really put my crafting skills to the test. But let me just start this by saying, oh my god, was my experience with the assembly so much better than Anime Expo. If you watched that video, you'll know I went through some crazy stuff there, but the assembly went so smoothly and I had a ton of fun. On the day of the assembly, I took the metro down to El Segundo and I was super excited to meet up with my friend Maz again, who I had previously seen for the first time last September. She picked me up at the station and we headed to the assembly together, but not before exchanging gifts, because obviously we were both sitting on crazy gifts for each other and dying to spill everything. I'll go a bit more into how I did this in the craft video, but you all know by now that I have a huge collection of blue bags. So I turned one into a special purple vault-themed bag filled with Vault and Wasteland Elder goodies. This included a custom Vault Elder pin I designed to match the Tournament of Triumph SkyShop pins, which was a product I had been cooking up since all the way back in March. I did a pretty good job matching these down to the holographic effect, which I was super pleased about. It also included a ton of handmade stickers, featuring probably every image of those two elders I have, but what I received absolutely blew me away. Guys, look at this doll. It's a little crochet prophecy guide. It has so many insane details, like the little halo and a removable drum, and it's so cute. My one and only 24 karat yarn Prophet Boo Boo. It's so cute on my shelf next to Silent Salt, who is now buried in a sea of sky stuff. Also, this crab, which was at the bottom of the bag, so I unfortunately saw Prophecy and didn't keep digging in the bag, which meant I only saw it when I got home. Sorry for neglecting you, little buddy. But anyway, we left the car and walked over to the assembly, where the line had already gotten massive. We got there a little bit early, so we had to wait while they finished setting up, but we passed the time by laughing at this huge, crazy-looking pipe tower that looked like Eden, which really gave us the full sky experience. Wait, no way, this is Chevron. They were also giving out the Kate backpacks to people waiting in line, and I was struggling not to laugh when someone's immediately broke and someone from staff basically said, "Yeah, they do that, we're really sorry." It's okay, guys, it's fixable. I almost didn't even grab another Kate bag, but Clementine was like, "Well, isn't yours broken?" And you got me there. But it was really awesome to see Clementine and Taro from the Troop and Creator Space teams. They were super helpful and gave us all a run through of everything there was to do at the assembly and made sure we didn't miss a single thing. I also got to meet fellow troop members Peach, Grizz, and Quee, plus I got to see Liz again, who I met at the Two Ember screening. Oh my gosh, and the SkyShop team made us some adorable goodie bags that we received as soon as the assembly opened, and I already posted a thank you, but I still feel so insanely lucky to have gotten one of these. It has two Van Gogh themed items, which are this clear card and an adorable bookmark themed off of one of his vase paintings. Plus, I thought including this adorable Days of Bloom pin with the sunflowers was such a nice touch. Now, I almost thought I broke it here, trying to get the sliding part to unstick, but luckily I didn't. The goodie bag also had some sky dress-up stickers and a cute little bunny coin pouch, which I already tore open at the assembly because I couldn't wait to film an unboxing at home. Also, if you would like to get your own Van Gogh clear card and were thinking about buying something from ThatSkyShop this month, they've actually given us a special promo to share with you all where you can get this card for free with any purchase of any amount. All you have to do is follow the link in my description or search up Sky Clear Card letters on ThatSkyShop, add it to your cart, and here's the important part. Use the code SkyGift01 to make it free. Otherwise, it's gonna charge you like $1 gazillion. The promo is limited to 200 people and expires just before midnight on August 31st. So if you were already thinking about getting something, make sure you pick up the freebie as well. The thing I wanted is sold out, so please enjoy it for me. All jokes aside, I did pick up something for myself from the merch pop-up at the assembly, which is this little manatee keychain. The crazy thing was, the pop-up had everything like almost half off and without shipping. So Maz and I both got things that we wanted that would have been way too pricey for us otherwise, which was really awesome. Listen to this. So worth it. We also went to go pick up our free snacks and drinks when the assembly opened, which came with even more freebies. This little white bag that the snacks came in had a tag on it that I thought was just this QR code for the survey, but then Maz pointed out that it had codes for free cosmetics on it. Like, that was genuinely crazy to me. What a cool souvenir to come home with, and I almost missed it. Now, I already had these items gifted to me when the season started, but I was able to offer them to 2 other friends of mine, so we all got to share in the assembly goodies. The snack bag also had these adorable sticker sheets in them, and God, I have such a soft spot for crabs. Look at the little guy. There were also more of these postcards I picked up at Anime Expo, including the AR experience card, so more people can try it out now. Not to mention a little Sky Shop button with 2 Sky Kids carrying shipping boxes. They were also giving out little cup sleeves, which you could pick one design from, but because I stayed after the event had ended, I got an extra. This one has a little Sky Kid with a sketch pad, and this one had a little accident, but it's a Sky Kid in a mailman outfit. I want to talk a bit about how much bigger the exchange culture was at this event compared to previous ones. Now, I do know some people were handing things out at the 2 Ember screening last year because Maz got some freebies in the theater. So I think I missed out on that because I was in the scary VIP side of the room with TGC and the production crew. But when I made my first rounds with my cards and stickers at the assembly, I was so happy every time someone was like, oh my gosh, I have stuff too, and offered me something they made. This is something I've always wanted to see at a local event, so I really felt like my wish was finally fulfilled. I got this almond blossom sticker from Maz. Look how cute the Sky Kids are, and this manatee sticker as well. She has such a way with drawing manatees. It just perfectly captures them. You should go follow Maz. She also gave me a Project Hail Mary sticker. There's also this insanely detailed sticker from Twilight Angel Draws. I'm still so impressed by all the brush strokes on everyone's art because when I tried to do the same style for my postcards, I struggled so bad with like the technique and finding the right brush. Same here with this beautiful postcard from Kui. Look how gorgeous the strokes of color are. I got number 21 out of 100, which makes me wish I numbered my cards. I got this 3D printed crab too, and I regret to say I completely forgot who gave it to me and didn't ask for socials or anything, but if you were handing these out at the assembly, thank you so much. I obviously love crabs, so this is a beautiful addition to my sky shelf, which is slowly getting more crowded. Oh my gosh, and the gashapon. Okay, so not technically an art freebie, but someone had a big bag of these and I've been looking for them in my area. It was supposed to be gacha style with picking them out of the bag, but they were super nice and dug through the bag for a trials shadow when I told them that was the one I wanted. I also asked where they got them because Mann I had actually been planning to go to Little Tokyo the next day to look for them, and they said Little Tokyo didn't have them anymore, which we eventually confirmed on our own trip. The crazy story with that is that Moz went to one more shop after dropping me off at the train station, and that one had them. Can you believe that? We did see a sea lion though. I'm getting carried away. Back to the assembly activities. They had a little coloring table and some chalk to draw on the wall, so we grabbed some sheets and started coloring. Then Clementine mentioned the next sound bath session would be starting soon, and that apparently had limited spots, so we headed right in there. I don't know what I was expecting, but the sound bath actually blew me away. There were candles and meditation mats, and it was also dark and air conditioned inside, so it was super relaxing. We were led through, I think, 20 to 30 minutes of guided meditation, but I got so relaxed I dozed off a couple times, so don't take my word for how long it was. After that, we headed outside to do some crafts. They had bouquet making, sunflower sunglasses, and a little mindfulness sunflower you could put together, but we ended up spending the most time on the bouquets. You could decorate a little wrapping for your bouquet and then pick from a huge flower display to make whatever arrangement you wanted. They also had raffles going on outside where Tia was giving out exclusive posters, prints, and some bigger prizes like the pop-up and art books. I already bought the second art book, but I was still interested in getting a poster, so I made some posts to get raffle tickets. Now, neither of my raffle tickets were pulled, but someone in the crowd who'd already gotten a poster gave me their second winning ticket, so I was able to get one. I really wish I had gotten their name or socials, but if you happen to see this, thank you so much. It is such a beautiful poster. Another crazy thing happened where I was asked if I would like to do an interview, which was a little scary because I had to put a mic on and go on camera, but I've been doing a lot of things scared lately, so I agreed. I even mentioned that Sky has really helped me build my confidence and become less anxious about speaking, so it was really fun to put that self-growth to the test. After that, Moz and I finally tried out the Sky Mirror. It was really crazy to scan the QR code and go to put my bag down only to turn around and see my Sky Kid floating behind me on the huge screen. Now, it turns out baggy pants and skirts bug out the AI really bad, so there was a little bit of jankiness, but otherwise, this was really fun to mess around with. By this point, the assembly was almost over because time went by crazy fast. So we finally went to go check out the photo ops and the touching wheat field experience. When we learned that it was a touching wheat field experience, it was actually near impossible to leave the assembly without touching the wheat. This little hallway also had the bedroom painting displayed to try out the AR experience that is also on the cards. The AR photo op was also pretty cool, but we kept giggling at how you couldn't get rid of the shared space diamond, so the diamond got in the photo too. Overall, I had a ton of fun at the assembly. It had easily the most people and most things to do out of any Sky event I've been to previously. It was a lot of fun doing the planned activities like the sound bath and crafting, but it was also really nice just to walk around and talk to people. I made my little cards and stickers to hand out, so that gave me a good excuse to explore the whole venue and see everybody. All were really fun and friendly, and you could tell everyone really cared about having a good time. I also have to give a huge thank you to Taro for helping me find somewhere to charge my phone, because after the Anime Expo disaster, I made sure this time to bring my new charger, but I guess I grabbed the wrong battery when leaving the house, so the phone almost died again. I also have to thank Clementine for confiscating my cape bag from me and storing it before I ripped another one, because I was definitely carrying way too much much on me, and it saved the rest of my stuff from the fate of this guy. But overall, thank you to everyone at TGC for an amazing event. I can't wait to be at the art book signing and panel on the 29th. But that's all from me for now. Thank you for watching.
Oh, that's asleep.
It's asleep.